Moving on to the Russia-Ukraine war, Ukraine has endured one of the fiercest aerial barrages since the war began. In just 3 days, Russia launched about 50 missiles and over 1,500 drones, leaving 24 dead and more than 100 injured as explosions ripped through the cities across the country. Now, experts say that Moscow is now using a deadly new double-tap attack tactic. As air raid sirens screamed through the night, the war entered a terrifying new phase of escalation. Our next report gives you the more details.
The attacks no longer stopped at dawn. That is the frightening new reality unfolding over Ukraine. For hours, waves of drones swarmed through the night sky. Then, as rescue workers and civilians emerged from shelters, fresh explosions ripped through cities again in broad daylight. Apartment blocks collapsed, streets filled with smoke, shattered glass and panic.
It was very loud. When they were shooting down those Shahed drones and missiles, it was extremely loud. We were very scared.
And then when it hit, all the glass flew into the rooms. From the balcony, from the rooms, everything shattered.
It's just so tragic. Both the children and the adults who were simply resting, dreaming, going about their lives, working, and they wiped them out in an instant. They just wiped out people.
Russia is reportedly using double-tap strikes, a heavy nighttime attack followed by equally intense daytime strikes on the same areas, increasing chaos and exposing rescuers and civilians to repeated danger. Over 3 days, Moscow fired 47 missiles and unleashed 1,593 drones across Ukraine, in a relentless barrage designed to overwhelm defenses and stretch emergency response systems to breaking point.
According to preliminary data, a Kh-101 missile struck a residential building in Kyiv. The missile was manufactured in the second quarter of this year. This means Russia is still importing the components, resources and equipment necessary for missile production in circumvention of global sanctions.
Ukraine's air defenses are under severe pressure. Interceptor stockpiles are thinning, while Russian drone swarms continue to grow larger and more coordinated. Analysts say Moscow is increasingly using saturation tactics, flooding the skies with drones before launching missiles through weakened gaps. But Ukraine is striking back hard. Kyiv launched drone attacks targeting Russian oil facilities deep inside Russian territory. These are images from Ryazan, located about 200 kilometers southeast of Moscow. Witnessing the scale of Ukrainian reprisal, the Kremlin issued a stark ultimatum, stating that Kyiv will spare no one if left unrestrained, signaling a terrifying new phase of war. Bureau Report, WION, World is One.